Couple of brief subjects today that have been coming up. The first thing that we're going to talk about is the tariffs. As the letters went out today, Monday, the 7th of July, to all the other countries about the tariffs. And there has been some conversation about it and what they're doing, how they're doing. You've got some information for that on us, Bones?
Oh yeah, a reporter had stopped and got President Trump to stop and talk to him. Watched the clip this morning. Um, he was talking about how well the tariffs are doing, and then everything should come to a close pretty quickly. Um, Saying that they're bringing in over $1 billion a day on the tariffs that will be directed towards helping the American people with their taxes, which you could see happening.
Right.
Uh, so I thought it was quite interesting how 50% or more of the people are against it when when so much is being done. And he talked about I think it was 1813. The country was doing the best that it ever could with no taxes. Everything, the income was based off the tariffs. And then I think it was that summer, it got changed. I can't remember who the president was at that time, but it got changed to, it wasn't a president that did it, it was a senator that implemented the taxation on the people.
Right. And at that time, it was supposed to be a temporary tax of 3% per person. It was supposed to be temporary. It was supposed to go for 1 year. And since that time, it is,
My, how it has grown.
yeah, it is
Yeah.
progressed to, they say, over 37% per household now and became a permanent thing. The tariffs, again, everybody talks about how hard they were to get through, argued over the problems it was going to create, the controversies, the animosities from the other countries. And there have been a few that have bucked back on these tariff negotiations. But as President Trump has held his ground, they've all come around pretty quickly. China was the first one that bucked against it, as I recall. And, excuse me, they were the first ones that bucked against it. It took about a week, I think, as I recall, for that one to come around.
Yeah, it didn't take long for any of it to come around. It was China, Mexico, and Canada were the two major um, or the three major conflicting countries over the tariffs.
Mm-hmm.
Argumentative. Well, you do that, and we'll do this, and whatever. So,
Right.
um, but yeah, I guess they can find a happy medium, which President Trump assured everybody that they did, and the letters have gone out as to how it's going to work. So we still have to see what becomes of the letters and things, but I think it's close to being complete.
Right. The responses from those countries. The latest one when we talk about people bucking back was Canada. It got to the point where they were going to turn around and do something with some of the tariffs or taxes or some kind of energy that they
Yeah,
controlled.
up
Uh,
around the Great Lake, up around the Great Lakes, I guess we do. The United States does get some electricity from Canada. You know,
right. And
I don't know how much that is, but they were gonna
it was,
super
I think it
tax.
was digital, some kind of digital energy or something they were talking about that they would cut. And President Trump said, well, if you're not going to negotiate, then we're cutting off talks and we're cutting you off. And it took less than 24 hours for them to come back to the table and say, wait a
It,
minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Yeah,
yeah,
let's discuss
yeah.
this.
It just goes to show how much. the United States has to help support other countries,
Right.
So,
So
um,
the tariffs, we'll see the response to the letters, I'm sure, by this afternoon or tomorrow, within the next couple days anyway. But the tariffs, for all intents and purposes, we've got major financial experts that were bucking seriously against the tariffs in the beginning that have now changed their tune and are saying, well, I guess he knew something we didn't. We were wrong. This is working.
so that's another point that we keep trying to make. If you do your research, as President Trump and his administration had done on certain things, you can learn from history. And this is kind of the basis that he based the tariff program on. Him and his administration
Right.
was the
To,
history of the
to use
tariff.
history to move forward
Correct.
instead of let it bite us in the butt and follow that downward path. So it appears that we're definitely on the right track with it. Things are working out. All of the benefits that are going to come from the tariffs to the American people should just be amazing, and hopefully people will open their eyes to some of that.
Yeah, yes, there's some of those that are so far gone, I don't think we can bring them back. But for the most part, I think people will.
Yeah, there are going to be those that are going to take, let's just say it leads to no taxes. There are those that will take that money they saved and spend it on protests of what he's doing and what he's done. I think that's just a given. That's just the way, it's the nature of the beast. So,
Yeah, everybody's in search of their 15 minutes of fame, I suppose.
right, right. Well, so as far as the tariffs go, I think we've got some good coverage on that. We'll get back to you on the tariffs as soon as we get any further information. Hope you enjoyed that short, and
Be positive, everybody.